Hello everyone. So there's quite a big delay on this, so I apologize for that. But I'm trying to get accustomed to using this live stream stuff that I've been trying to dive into since my first live stream. So if you're here today, thank you for watching. I have no agenda for this talk at all. I just wanted to get on. It's been a while and I've been chomping at the bit to get on to just chat with some of you. So one thing I did want to warn up front is that there is quite a large delay with the live stream versus, I guess, the live chat. But I did want to say that I will try to get to your comments as soon as I can whenever I see them. But I've been trying to make some updates to the channel and everything, so I'm hoping that you all can enjoy it much more. And I'm sure I'm going to run into a problem because it's pretty much inevitable at this point that things cannot simply go right. But my best friend Laura, who was on our live stream the other night, she actually was willing to devote a couple of hours to me so I could try to figure out some of these tweaks on my frames and overlays and things of that nature. So we're going to test them out tonight and see how they work. If they work, if they don't, then I'll probably just trash it all. I'm not sure yet. But comments, Patty Pepsi, Sean, Noah, hope you all are doing okay. Good to see you all again. I'm happy to have some regulars. Let's see here. Something weird just happened and I'm not sure what it was, but we were going to figure it out. Hey Bailey! So I have a frame overlay with the chat, and this is where things could go terribly wrong. So I think I'm going to try to see what happens. I have a few different overlays, so bear with me if anything bad happens. Stage 3 lockdown. What? I've been good. I've had quite a weird week this week. I have had one thing happen after another. It's just been one of those weeks like this past week and getting everything ready to go for this and with school. But things are going okay. I have a few stories I might dive into here soon, but how have you all been? Have you all been doing okay? Did you have a good weekend? What did you do for the weekend? Let's see if this chat frame works. I'm just curious to see if it's going to work or not. And if it doesn't, then that's fine. I will figure it out some other time. But I changed some things up, so if Laura ends up getting on, it's not going to look the same as it did once before. But yeah, if you guys want to just type some random letters, I'm all for it, but love to see what you guys have to say. Oh, what's going on? Why not going so well? Oh, okay, so you're talking about the COVID situation. So what is the stage 3 like for you guys? Because y'all are in Australia, right? Well, that's good to hear, Bailey. Glad you're doing okay. Yeah, and also, for those of you who might not know too, I ended up doing these subtitles, these live subtitles, which actually do a pretty nice job. There are the occasional slip-ups. But since our first stream last time had a deaf person, I definitely wanted to make it more inclusive because I felt like from my research and looking at a lot of other people's live streams this past week, I didn't come across, not saying there aren't any out there, but I didn't come across one single streamer that did live captions. And I think that's something that's really important because last week I didn't know that you have to select to put the captions on before you start the live stream. So then after that, it's just kind of like I had that person reach out and want to watch the video with the captions after I had posted it, and they couldn't, and I felt really bad about that. John Clatworthy's been good to you. Well, that's good to hear. remote learning, masks, yeah. We've been having to wear masks here. You're not allowed to be outside. You can be fined up to $2,000 for not having a mask on out here, although it still doesn't help because I went out for a walk earlier today while I was talking on the phone and saw plenty of people without masks on. 6 weeks, wow. Yeah, I don't even want to try to remember how long it's been for us since we've been doing this. It's crazy here. You guys know. It's just people are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Any plans for the day? Well, I guess it's like, what time is it over there for you guys? In Melbourne, right? But also, I forgot to say, I think the quality is a little bit better on the image because I did get a brand new webcam, and I think I talked to, I remember messaging Bailey, and I think it was Noah also. Thank you guys for following me on Instagram, I appreciate that. But I had talked to you guys and let you guys know about this webcam. That was a whole fiasco because I got a notification that it was supposed to come in on Friday, and then it didn't, and then Saturday, and then there was a problem with the delivery and it didn't come in, and then Sunday, yesterday, it was supposed to come in and it didn't come in, and it finally came in today. I was getting so angry because I was wanting to do a live stream yesterday, last night, because I think I might try. I don't want to commit to it because I feel like that always takes the fun whenever you set a schedule, because then you're like obligated to do it, and I don't ever want it to feel like a chore. But I would like to do maybe weekly-ish live streams, and I'm shooting maybe around Sunday night, so maybe Saturday, maybe Monday night like tonight, or really, I don't know yet, but 11:43 in the morning, yeah. So are you guys having a good Tuesday then? Pizza? What do you like on your pizza? Don't hate me, but I definitely am one of those people that likes the pineapple on their pizza. I don't really make pizza too often, but I did make a pizza. One of my friends is a vegetarian, and I am not, and I'm not, whatever. You guys do what you want to do with your diets. Being in nutrition, I have my strong opinions, but I'm not going to force them onto people. But I know of someone who is vegetarian, and I was cooking for him one day, and we ended up just doing a vegetarian pizza, and I surprised him because I ended up using jackfruit, which is something I've not done before. So I made a jackfruit barbecue pizza, which was really delicious, and I'm going to pull up a picture for you guys to see. I'm still not fancy enough on the live stream stuff to like put it on the screen, but I will just show you guys a picture from my phone if I can find it, because it was absolutely delicious. And I made homemade dough, everything homemade. That's how I am for the most part. Meat lovers, nice, yeah. Meat lovers, I definitely love my meat, so I'm gonna try to hold this up. I don't know if it's gonna work really well. Yeah, it's a very bad quality. You can't really see it. But it is, I think it's on my Facebook actually, and it's a public post. So if you just like search for me on Facebook, it should be on my profile if you scroll down a little bit. But yeah, it was a really good pizza. What are you thinking of getting, Sean? Like over here, sipping on water, sipping on tea. Also, I meant to ask you guys in the last stream and didn't, but I was curious to know how you came across my live stream. Because I feel like, from what I've read, YouTube tends to promote live streams more so than just videos that are edited, because they really want to push the feature more. But I was just curious how you guys, especially with all of you, I think all of you who are in here from Australia, right? So I was curious how you all came across my live stream. a good pub feed. Pasta, I made some pasta. I don't know if the couple of you that are on my Instagram saw, but I did make a cream of basil pasta, and it was really good. I'm still eating on that with some chicken, but I grow my own basil. I have like a little bit of a garden on my balcony, and the basil is just growing like crazy, so I was like, I gotta do something with this. So I made some basil, cream of basil, which I had never heard of, and it was absolutely wonderful. You guys hear anything weird in the background? My dog is chewing on a dental bone, so there's that. But let's see here. Random live stream and filtered it to live video. Oh, okay. So do you just like to watch live streams or see like what people are talking about or doing? I did that I think last week just to see what would happen. I searched something along those lines of like live stream and found some that were live, but I can't. It reminds me, a few days ago, I left my queue on YouTube. I was watching something, and then I left for like 15 or 20 minutes, or I don't even remember. I left and came back home, and then the video that was on was a live stream of someone playing Minecraft, and I have no idea how it got to that because I was not watching anything remotely similar to that. And typically what I watch on YouTube, it kind of flows really well from one video to the next because it's either from the same YouTuber and that, or it's on the same topic. So I have no idea how it eventually made its way to that live stream, but it was interesting. But yeah, so I remember telling you guys that I had some stories. I don't know, so way back when I first started my channel, I say way back, but it was really actually around a year ago now. Not quite a year, I don't think. But I posted a video, it was maybe, I don't know, probably one of my first 5 videos on my channel, about this being open of how it's been hard to meet people in Austin, and that's kind of what urged me to start a YouTube channel in the first place, because I used to vlog a lot in high school. And anyways, I I posted a video about ghosting because that's been a big issue here, especially as a gay man. But I ended up talking to this one guy, and then we ended up making plans. He asked me to go get coffee the next morning, and then 30 minutes before, he just messaged me, "Can you send me a couple of pictures?" And I made a joke because I was like, "You're verifying who I am like 30 minutes." I said, "You're cutting it kind of close, don't you think?" And I was making a joke because I was like, I was literally about to leave out the door, and now you want to verify that I'm saying who I say I am? And he ended up blocking me because of that. So that was really disgusting for him to do something like that. And we were just going to be friends. Like I right out the gate told him I'm just looking for friends, and he agreed that he just wanted to be friends. So just like, okay, whatever. What YouTubers do I watch? I watch a lot of YouTubers, and I always forget all of them whenever I'm asked. I watch Joey Graceffa, Daniel, like Mr. Prada, and they just broke up, which was kind of sad, but definitely not unexpected. I watched Jenna Marbles, really sad about that situation going on right now. And Julian, I watch him too. Watched a little bit of Connor Franta. I'm kind of newer to his channel. I mentioned it in the last live stream, but I was subscribed to Shane Dawson, and then I'm not anymore because I didn't know that I didn't know his past. He got me hooked on his conspiracy videos. That was the first thing I came across from Shane whenever I first started getting into YouTube, and then I ended up subscribing, and I loved more of his like recent videos, I guess you could say, but yeah, once I started seeing the clips of things that he had posted in the past, I was like, man, I really should have done my research. But I watch him. I watch all sorts of, honestly, I can't even remember. I watch a lot of weird science-y channels. I like stuff about space and just random facts with science, and like Vsauce. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He makes some really interesting videos. I think one of his recent videos was like, what if a needle, like just a little regular needle, hit something at the speed of light on the earth, and it would like cause one of the biggest like massive explosions and potentially destroy the world, which you think about it is kind of crazy to think that a needle, just because of the speed, would build that much kinetic energy. Anyways, but I watch a lot of weird stuff, clearly. I love docuseries as well. What are some of the YouTubers that you guys like to watch? I'm curious. I know you guys shared a couple of them with me last time, or some of the videos that you like to watch, but I'd love to hear more. Let's see here. And I have been entertaining the idea of playing something like a game in the background, because that was thrown out. I don't remember which one of you, maybe it was Noah, I don't remember, said that they'd like to see me play a game or something. But Patty Pepsi, I haven't heard of that YouTuber. Yes, Mr. Beast. Duh. I actually was just watching Mr. Beast's videos before I started the live stream and turned off the TV. PewDiePie. Jacksepticeye. I've not heard of that one. What type of videos does he do? PewDiePie, I've seen some of his videos, but for some reason I just can't get into his videos. I don't know what it is. I feel like I needed to know him a little further back to get into his videos more recently. Rhodes. Mike and Logan Paul. I've seen some of Logan Paul's videos. He's not one that I avidly watch though. Riley Reid. Not heard of that one either. Yeah, I'm still fairly new to YouTube, honestly. I just got into YouTube a year ago, like I said, so I've been slowly finding YouTubers that I really want to watch. My problem is I find a YouTuber I want to watch and then I just binge watch all their videos instead of like exploring and branching out trying to find more YouTubers. So that's something I definitely need to like do. Try to get out and see some more. Laserbeam, I haven't heard of that one either. And then of course if it's a gaming channel, I'm not gonna know because I don't follow any gamers. This is not really what I am into, although I will say whenever I was younger I used to avidly watch my brother play video games and I loved it. So, you know, maybe with the right person I could get into that somehow. Let me pull up my subscribers list. I'm curious now. Because I know I have to be forgetting a lot of other ones that I'm subscribed to. Which is kind of sad to say, but it's true. Let's see here. Oh, I'm subscribed to Adam McIntyre. He does kind of some drama stuff. He's nice. He's very down to earth, and I like him for that reason. Bob Ross. I've thought about doing a Bob Ross video, like following a tutorial of some sort with him. I think that would be pretty fun to do. Let's see here. Subscriptions. Dude, perfect. I've heard of that. I still have not watched. What is that again? Oh, I do remember them. Sorry, I looked them up really quickly while I'm on YouTube. Yeah, I've seen some of their videos. I'm gonna subscribe to them right now, actually. I'm surprised I wasn't already. let's see here. Why is it like not showing me my subscriptions? I just want to see a list. Thank you. I think I've actually, Ace Family, I have watched a lot of Ace Family. I'm like looking down at my webcam, because still trying to get used to this. Ace Family, I think I'm still subscribed to FaZe Rug. He was one of the very first YouTubers I came across that kind of drew me in. I still remember the very first video of his that I watched, and it was like a safe being, he and his dad dug up a safe in their backyard that belonged to previous owners or something, supposedly. Not saying they faked it or anything, but you never really know. Who else? Oh, so if you remember last week in our live stream, we had someone, Marble Dust Studios. Her name's Bex, and I've watched her channel. She was one of my first supporters, and so, to me anyway, so, you know, I've always appreciated her support, and I always try to watch her videos, although I need to interact more and leave comments on them. Jordan Taylor's another one too. The Bev Show, haven't seen that one. Kaden McDonald, not familiar with that either. You guys are like giving me a wonderful list to look up, which is not good because I need to focus on work this week. But let's see here. I feel like there were still more though. Let me check this out. Clearly I'm flunking at YouTube right now because I can't find out. There we go. It's like I know there's somewhere where it just lists your subscriptions, and I was struggling hardcore with that. Bright Sun Films is a good one too. They do a lot of videos on like abandoned places, and so I really enjoy that. They just walk through like abandoned buildings, and they do series on like companies that have gone bankrupt and why they went bankrupt, and I really enjoy things of that nature. I already said Joey Graceffa. Let's see here. Shelby Church. I don't know if any of you have heard. Simply the Aussie. Not heard of that one either. Yeah, you guys keep them coming. Keep them coming. I'm gonna make a list from this live stream. Let's see here. Garrett Watts. I love Garrett Watts. He's hilarious. It's another one I'm subscribed to. And Premink. Premink is funny. He does stuff like on drama, but he commentates, and this character that he puts into his videos is pretty entertaining. I like it. Oh yes, the TikTok thing that's going on, right? Oh man. I don't know. Last I heard, Microsoft was trying to buy TikTok, and I think it would, I think it was like they were trying to acquire it within the US, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia, if I remember correctly, since our president's trying to ban it here and everything, so it's like a whole fiasco, which is, in a sense, I know it's not, but in a sense it's kind of hilarious that that's like such an urgent topic to discuss right now, given a pandemic, especially in the US with how bad it is, and it's not getting much better, that is our priority right now, is to focus on social media platforms. I'm not going to make this political though. James Charles. I am so up and down with him, only because there are things that I've seen in his previous videos that I'm just like, I can't even just bear to listen to him necessarily. But I will say probably one of my favorite videos that I actually laughed my head off with James Charles was when he did the drunk makeup tutorial. That was pretty funny, I will admit. But I'm kind of up and down with him. I'm not subscribed to his channel, but I do like randomly have a video of his that pops up every once in a while. I think because I'm like trying to keep up on all the drama with the whole Shane Dawson and Tati, Westbrook, and Jeffree Star and all of that. Bailey Ash 1 on TikTok. Yeah, so both of you guys are on TikTok. I don't have TikTok, so I had one, and then I was just a watcher, which makes me think of that game. That movie. What's that movie? I can't remember right now. There's a movie where it's like you choose to be a watcher or a player, but I was definitely for TikTok just a watcher. Sidemen. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check these out. I'm not familiar with these YouTubers, and I mean, I think that's the nice with YouTube is that there are so many. Thank you, Noah. Yes, Nerve. Thank you. It's like I cannot think of the movie I'm trying to think of right now. Say it, but yeah, both of you are right. It is Nerve. Definitely, that is the movie I'm trying to think of. So what are you all up to? I know with it being around lunchtime, it's like what, noon, a little after noon there. So you guys are doing school on the internet, on live. I don't know why I can't talk tonight. What is wrong with me? Started this stream way too late for me. But my nose is not itching tonight like it was driving me crazy the other night, so we're all good. But yeah, what are you guys, how is school going for it being online, or are you in school right now? I don't know how the education system is over in Australia. Playing Sea of Thieves. Lando Norris. I don't know what Sea of Thieves is. Student free day. What's a student free day? I mean, obviously, from what you say it is, clearly it's a free day where you don't have school, but how's it built in, or do you guys have school year round and that's why you get days off occasionally, or I don't know, I'm curious. Tell me about how you guys have school over there normally, not during the pandemic necessarily, but before all of this went down. Two days a week? Come on. Really? Man, that would be the life if I only had to go to school 2 days a week. That'd be pretty nice. But so do you guys have school year round then, through the summer? Pull up. I had something I wanted to pull up. Okay, let's see here. I had this pulled up not too long ago. No, you don't go to school. Patty Pepsi, are you talking about my question about school year round? Learn to ride kangaroos and take on the Karens of the world. Oh man, what about the Kevins? You can't forget the Kevins. There was a Karen the other day whenever I went grocery shopping, there was this woman, and at first I thought she was talking to someone she knew because of the way she was talking to them. But I was behind this guy who was with his grocery cart, and I had my cart, and I was trying to get ready to go around them, and all of a sudden this lady in front of him turns to him and was like, "Did you seriously just do that?" And so I was like, what's going on? And then she was like, "Did you seriously just do that?" And I asked him again, and he's just like sitting there. And apparently she like called him out for taking gum out of his mouth. I don't know if he was playing with it or what, but this is like a grown-ass man. And he did something disgusting to her apparently. I don't know, he like pulled his mask down to do something with his gum. I don't remember. And she was calling him out for it. I was like, I feel like that's a little excessive, but the guy took it like a champ because he didn't say a word to the lady. She just like was going off on him, and he was just standing there not caring. And then she just kind of went on her way, and his wife came out after the fact. He was waiting on his wife, I guess from the restroom, which was so funny. And so she comes out, and she has no clue that this whole thing happened. I was just like, it's one of those things you had to be there for. Favorite songs? Ooh. I am always the worst at answering that question, and kind of like what I was talking about last week whenever I was talking about my favorite type of music, mainly because a lot of the songs I listen to don't even have lyrics, it's just instrumental music, and so most people don't know what they are anyway. But if you know of Clon Russell, that's a really great group that I listen to, or artist rather. But yeah, favorite songs. I'm trying to think of favorite songs at the moment that I like. I kind of, Billie Eilish, her new song that just came out, I just listened to it too like an hour ago. I can't even remember the name of it, but I liked that song. See you, Noah. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know of anything necessarily as far as favorite music. I like Ariana Grande as an artist. I'm trying to think of songs right off the top of my head. I just like I like a lot of pop music in general. I just don't like to listen to it very often because the radio kind of overdoes it and plays it way too much. I literally heard Savage Love like 4 times in 1 hour the other day, and I was like, this is a little excessive. But I like the little melody at the beginning of it. That's really catchy. But what are some of your favorite songs or artists that you guys like? See you, Bailey. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good lunch. Okay, let's see here. So we were talking about food earlier with pizza. I'm just curious, what are maybe some of you guys' favorite combinations of food? Like, do you like certain foods to be eaten together? Because I feel like I'm not necessarily one of those people. I'm not one of those people that likes to have my food like in separate individual parts of my plate where they can't touch or anything like that. But I've known people who are like that, but I'm just curious if any of you have like favorite food combinations that you like. One that I really like to do sometimes is with strawberries and cheese, or really apples and cheese is really good too, which sounds really weird, but it actually tastes really good. I'm trying to think of other things too, because I've definitely had some weird combinations. One of my friends wants to, do I like alcohol? I enjoy it occasionally. I'm not one that drinks daily or anything like that. I typically will drink maybe around a glass of wine a week, but and I had a glass of wine like an hour ago, so I like wine, I like vodka. If I'm gonna go more for the liquor, I like vodka, I like whiskey. Those are my two go-tos for sure. Can't do tequila anymore. I used to do that. I just can't anymore. It makes me sick. Like, I could have a whole night of drinking and be fine. Throw in one shot of tequila and I'll get sick. It does not do well for me. What are maybe some of the things that you guys like to drink? Or if you guys do drink, do you guys drink? Y'all are like around 18, right? But I don't know the drinking age over there either, so. I was a good kid. I went to Italy back whenever I was an undergrad at school, and even though legally I could drink, I still didn't. It didn't feel right. But I have a nice glass, empty glass, that had wine in it. That was Mateus, which is just my name, which was really nice. So I have that as a memento, but yeah, I waited till I turned 21 to drink, and it hit me pretty hard. Oh man. Who else do we have on here? Do we have anyone who is not in the chat? Great Northerns and Carlton Dry. I have not heard of those. So what are both of those? I like White Russians. I haven't had one in a long time, but I like White Russians. If I'm going to get more specific with the drinks I order, I typically will do vodka cranberry or vodka soda, White Russians, and then like shots, Fireball, that used to get me. I can still do those and be fine, but there was something else that what was it? Everclear. I don't know if you guys have Everclear over there. It's tightly regulated here because it's literally 98 or 99% alcohol. So super potent, very dangerous if you're not careful. Okay, so it is 18 there. Beer. I'm not super big on beer. Bye, Sean. Have fun at lunch. Beer is definitely, what type of beer do you have where you live? I'm the worst person to ask that. I don't drink beer very often, like any. It's not my go-to drink. I don't care for it. But there has been a beer that I have enjoyed though. I had it back in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it was a grapefruit radler, and that was the first beer I think that I drank all the way through. And then I had a similar beer here that was like some type of citrusy something, and I was able to drink it. So I think with beers I kind of like that more, but I do like Guinness. So stout beer, I like that, and I like Irish car bombs with that too. What are some beers that you like? I doubt I've heard of them, but I'm curious to know. Yeah, so that's why. I misunderstood, but I see now. You were telling me that Great Northerns and Carlton Dry are beers, so that's why I probably had never heard of them. Well, Patty Pepsi, looks like it's just the two of us now. So, thank you for staying with me. But if you have to go, that's fine. I'm perfectly great at talking to myself and by myself. And apparently people live stream themselves sleeping, which is absolutely creepy and crazy to me too. I don't get that at all, or why people would want to watch that. I'm just kind of like, whatever. Okay, see you later. I hope you have a good rest of your day if you don't join back. But yeah, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. I gotta figure out some stuff to do with this. Okay, let's see here. There are a lot of things going on my screen at the moment. I want to see if Laura can join and chat with me while I wait for potential people to join. See if she can Skype with me like last time. Okay, let's see here. That's weird, I don't know why it's showing that. It's showing like an hour 34. Well, this live stream might end up cutting off by itself later once I hit that point. I don't know, I don't remember filling out like a maximum time frame for a live stream, which is kind of crazy. Okay, so thank you all again for stopping by. Do you have any viewers in the house that would like to say hello and introduce themselves? Any new viewers? We're just going over some questions, trying to get to know one another. Okay, I'm just gonna keep answering questions, that way this video can keep going. I'm not just gonna wait. I need to see though if my friend Laura can join us or not, and if not, that's perfectly fine. Let's see here. Okay, so what social stigma does society need to get over? That's a pretty deep question to ask. I don't even know if I want to get over that, but I mean, definitely with everything going on with racism and all of the Black Lives Matter movement, I put a video up about that a few weeks ago, and the one thing I guess I could say that's bothering me with that is that with people who say all lives matter, it's kind of like you're missing the point, because while yes, all lives are important and should be fought for, it's not saying that Black lives matter more than your lives or anything like that. It's like they matter just as much as yours, and people don't seem to be comprehending that whenever people say Black lives matter, that it's supposed to be taken that way, as opposed to saying that they're more important than you are, when that's not the case. So I would say that's one stigma that needs to go away. What food have you never eaten but would really like to try? I have never had, there are these, oh well, what I'd like to try though, that's the kicker, I was forgetting that. Trying to think of a food I've never had but would like to try. I mean, honestly, I would probably want to just try something from like, I would like to try just Indian food in general, like actual Indian food, not American Indian. And I like, not necessarily Indian in America either. Like, I'd want to venture out and try it in the home country and see what it tastes like. I love Thai food as well, Vietnamese, so, you know, go to Asia and try some of their cuisines and in person would be absolutely amazing. But let's see here. Next question. So, what's something you really recent? Oh, it doesn't say recent. It says resent. Oh man, maybe I should just cut this live stream off. It's not going so well tonight, or I feel like it's going horribly wrong. Which, you know, it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. I'm just gonna keep talking to myself if that's all I get. So, what's something you really resent paying for? I really hate paying for parking. That's ultimately one of my, like, most annoying things to have to pay for. I don't see the point in needing to pay for it. I feel like it's a waste of money completely to have to pay for something like that. I don't get it. I don't get why you have to pay to put your car in a space. And especially on campus at my school, it's a big issue because they issue way more passes for parking than they have, so then you're constantly scrambling to try to get there early enough, and so you have to get there 3 or 4 hours before you need to be there just so you can put your car somewhere. It's absolutely annoying. I hate it. If I didn't have to drive, I wouldn't. But let's see here. Next question. This is very ranty now. It's turning into a ranty live stream. What would a world populated of clones of you be like? Oh my gosh. I don't even want to imagine that, because the mass chaos that would ensue would be absolutely astronomical, because I can't make a decision to save my life. Did you guys hear that? What is that? That's creepy sounding. It literally sounded like something in the wall, but like a wire or something moving in the wall. You know, like how it hits the sides of the wall. My heart's like pounding. Okay, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Do you think that aliens exist? This is a tough question, because the logical side of me, I wouldn't say aliens in the sense of, like, you know, they're pictured in Hollywood films, but I mean, there's a part of me that's like, we can't be the only life form in the entire universe, like, of billions and billions of planets. I just find it so hard to believe that we would be the only source of life. I guess yes, I do, but not in the sense of like weird aliens that are invading or anything like that necessarily, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are other things out there that we have not discovered yet. But let's see here. It looks like we have a viewer. If you're a watcher, that's fine, but I'd love to have some interaction. Have some people have to get off earlier, unless you're one of those people. So let's see here. The next one now my nose is starting to itch. This was an issue last time and they left. Yeah. So, what are you currently worried about? I'm worried about why I started a live stream, because it is failing miserably right now and I don't have enough friends to support my live streaming habits necessarily. But you know what? I'm just putting myself out there, and I think that's the best way to really, you know, meet new people and figure out, you know, ways to improve, things of that nature. I understand maybe playing a game or something would be more entertaining than my face, but I enjoy just chatting with people, and I think it's more fun that way, and no regrets whatsoever, no regrets at all. So, with that, where are some unusual places you've been? Unusual. That's a tough question. Unusual places that I've been. I'm sure there have to be some. I can't. What was that? Mia, what's going on? I swear, I'm hearing like the weirdest sounds in my apartment. I don't know why. Okay, if you guys see something happen, call 911 immediately, because I live by myself, so I honestly don't know what's going on. I'm going to come back to that question if I think of something. Where do I get my news? I get my news from my phone primarily. I think that's pretty standard nowadays. Newspapers, do they even exist anymore? That's a rhetorical question for those of you who want to troll me. But yeah, I get it from my phone primarily, and YouTube. I actually believe that there are some really great sources on YouTube for people to end up getting news from. So, and it's entertaining more so than the media on TV that are just so negative all the time, and I can't stand that at all. So, you know, I need to have some positivity in my life. So anytime you can make light of a situation, I am definitely one that appreciates that. Let's see here. What are some red flags to watch for in daily life? That is an excellent question that I will get to momentarily.
Trust, yeah. No, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Okay, so I am back, and so I had left off on a question that asked about red flags and what was it? What are some red flags to watch out for in daily life? And I would have to say, based on recent experiences, the first thing that comes to mind for me is that I end up, I see certain people in my life where they only seem to reach out to me, or at least most of the time, when something's going wrong in their life, and that kind of bothers me because I feel like it's just like you're only interested in talking to me or seeing me to make, like, for me to make you feel better. And, you know, while I am your friend and I love doing that, I feel like at the same time it's kind of like annoying to expect that of me all the time when that's the only thing that you seem to like to get from me. So I would have to say that for now anyways, and there's no one watching, so I could literally say whatever I want and nobody's gonna watch this an hour into the video. If you do, drop a comment and be like, I am that 1% bitch, because I just watched through an hour and almost 3 minutes of this mediocre content. Okay, so the next question, what movie can you watch over and over without getting tired of? Sisters. That one is really easy. Definitely Sisters with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. If you have not seen that movie, go watch that movie. I cannot emphasize it enough. It is a phenomenal movie, and I could literally watch that over and over and over and over and over and over for days on end, and I feel like not get that tired of it. So definitely check it out. It's one of my top 3. Sisters, Bridesmaids is the other, and then the last one is Bad Moms. I have to think about that for a second. Oh man, that's not good. So when you're old, what do you think children will ask you to tell stories about? This present moment, I feel like definitely children will ask about the pandemic and how that played out, like what changed, how was your life before versus after, because we know we're going to have a new normal. Things are not going to go just right back to the way they were. Hopefully things will be improved upon. I think that's one of the most important things to focus on whenever you're doing things like this. So yeah, but I guess we'll see. If you could switch 2 movie characters, what switch would lead to the most inappropriate movies? I don't know, that's an awkward question. I've never thought of that before. I can't answer that right on the spot. What inanimate object would be the most annoying if it played loud, upbeat music while being used? Probably my bed. Because I'd want to sleep in my bed, and loud, obnoxious music would not be the way to do that. When did something start out badly for you, but in the end it was great? Cool. I can think of plenty of things, aka relationships, that were the other way around. I don't know, something started out badly, but ended up great. That's a tough question. I feel like that's probably one thing, though I can't think of something specific at the moment. I feel like that's one thing that probably helped me grow as a person, because I feel like those are the experiences you learn the most from. Because it's like, how do you turn something negative into a positive? And definitely... Actually, I would have to say probably the last semester of school for me in undergrad, because I was in undergrad for 4.5 years, and a lot of my friends finished in 4 years because I had to be extra and do all these extra programs and minors and concentrations. And so that last semester, without having my best friends, it started off really rough, but it ended really great. I mean, obviously with graduating and moving, getting ready to move to Albuquerque and everything. So I would say that's probably one of those situations for me personally. How would your country change if everyone, regardless of age, could vote? That is a very... I don't want to get into politics on my live stream, so we're just going to kind of skip over that question a little bit. But I do believe that everyone should, and rightfully so, use that right to do, make change, to speak out. So I'm going to leave it at that, but everyone should vote. Everybody should vote. If regardless of age, then I mean, with Kanye West, he'd probably end up winning the election if it's regardless of age, because that would be atrocious. What animal would be the cutest if scaled down to the size of a cat? I'm biased on this because my favorite animal is an elephant, so I'm going to have to say elephant. And feel free to say hello if you're joining into my chat by myself. I had some people that have to go get lunch and such, but thank you for stopping by, and if you are returning, I appreciate it. But I'm just like going through a list of questions at the moment, trying to start up some conversation. So thank you for stopping by. If your job gave you a surprise 3-day paid break to rest and recuperate, what would you do with those 3 days? I'd do absolutely nothing. I'd love to go to Bora Bora and just spend those 3 days in a hut and sunbathe, swim, just not give any cares about anything in the world. Turn off all of my electronics, just really take a deep dive into being with myself, by myself. Although I wouldn't mind having some people with me, but you know what I mean. Let's see here. What's wrong but sounds right? That question. What's the most epic way you've seen someone quit or be fired? I have seen someone, and I think it was a Sears maybe, or JCPenney, they went on the intercom and started announcing their grievances on the intercom, and it was like a speech that was prepared, and they went through it, and at the end like gave their whole like I quit and all this, and then there's actually a video of the guy getting walked out by the manager. Oh man, it's pretty great, it's pretty epic. I think it's on YouTube actually, but yeah, go check that out. Let's see here. If you couldn't be convicted of any one type of crime, what criminal charge would you like to be immune to? That's a weird question. I wouldn't want to commit a crime just because I'm immune to it. But I guess if you had to pick one, I don't know, maybe like forgery, so I could just get money. That would be nice, just be able to write checks to myself, whatever. Or counterfeit money, that'd be nice. Pay off my student loans. Okay, let's see here. And feel free to jump in and answer as well. There's a little bit of a delay, I will let you know, with answering the questions. It'll pop up on the chat, but there's a decent 20 to 30 second delay on the live stream. So just be patient, and I will see your comment, and I will comment on your comment. Clearly, I am tired. I'm not making any sense at all. What's something that will always be in fashion no matter how much time passes? Well, clothes in general, hopefully. I don't know. I feel like accessories are more timeless than like certain types of clothing. Hats, hair pieces, things of that nature I think will always be around. I feel like probably something that's more timeless will be like the simple things. I don't see jeans ever going out necessarily. They might change, but that's about it on that. I'm not a very great person to ask that question to. I'm struggling right now, hardcore. What actors or actresses play the same character in almost every movie or show they do? I would have to say like Tina Fey, Amy Poehler. I feel like both of them always are the same type of characters in whatever roles they play. Anne Hathaway, she's pretty consistently a similar character in the movies she does. Rebel Wilson, she's great in all of her movies, so funny. Let's see here. Meryl Streep, I feel like always plays this like judgmental character. Maybe not always, but a lot of the time, like she's higher up and she kind of looks down on people. I don't know, that's more my opinion, but those are some that come to my mind just immediately, although I could probably ramble on and on and on about other. I think Will Smith too is one, because but he kind of has two personas. He has some where he's like more action movie, and then others where it's more comical. So I think that's at least something that's a little different. In the past, people were buried with the items they would need in the afterlife. What would you want buried with you so you could use it in the afterlife? That's easy. I would want my clarinet to be buried with me. For those of you watching, I am a musician. I play clarinet. I actually have a YouTube channel for my clarinet stuff specifically. If you want to check that out, go for it. But I would have to say easily my clarinet, because that brings me a lot of joy, especially right now as a grad student in the sciences. And so it's just always a nice break to take whenever I'm doing that and playing. And I lost my viewer. But you know what? Thank you for stopping by. You were here for like a solid 4 or 5 minutes of me rambling, so I really appreciate it. Let's see here. What's the best or worst practical joke that you've played on someone or that was played on you? Honestly, I am not a prankster. I love surprises and I love surprising people, but they're not pranks, so it's not the same thing. But I would have to say one that comes to mind is way back in middle school for me. There was a friend of mine who was staying over for the night, and they ended up, he fell asleep, and so my brother and a few of my other friends who were there, they got chocolate syrup from the fridge and put some on his finger, on my brother's finger, and he put it on my friend's mouth, and then woke my friend up and said it was poop that he put on his mouth. Because he woke up to my brother's finger and he was like putting his finger behind him and then showing him brown stuff. It was bad. It's a really bad prank. But it was funny at the time, especially for my age at the time. But let's see here. Oh, I need to look at my next question. This is like probably the worst live stream ever on YouTube. I don't have any friends. Please help me. Uh-oh. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see what's going on. It's saying YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. We're having some buffer issues with my streaming, so I apologize, you guys. I am terribly sorry about that. But I think it'll work out itself a little bit. Last time I had 7 as my largest number of people in my chat, and I would love to beat that tonight, and right now it's 7 also. So, you know, even if it's just for 1 to 2 seconds, if I could have more people, that would be awesome. Okay, so next question that I have. Where is that music coming from? What the heck is going on? Is there like a fiesta going on outside? It's not Mexican music. I don't know why I said that, but it's just like there's a concert. It sounds like a concert. Okay, give me 1 second and I'm gonna check out what is going on outside my window. Okay, so there is a live concert going on outside my apartment complex at the moment, so if you hear random drums or something like that, that is why. So please disregard that. I'm just going to enjoy eating a little bit while I stream by myself. I love how the viewer came off. It went off right before I switched the frame from the Be Right Back. Maybe I should just live stream and do mukbangs. Like, why not? Just sit here and eat my food, you know? But yeah, apparently there's a food truck maybe that's across the street and they're doing like some live music. They have a band out there and I went out my back door on the balcony and it's just like constant screaming, which is very annoying. And it's on a Monday night, which doesn't make sense at all. And the location of it is right by like an old tire shop. So I'm just kind of like, what is going on? But they are pretty loud actually because they're pretty far over and you can hear it really well. So I apologize if my audio quality is not very great for that if you're hearing them, but so we are going to continue our quest of questions and I'm just going to keep talking to myself until someone maybe wants to stop by and chat. So, question I was at, if you'd like to participate, is where do you get most of the decorations for your home? For me as a college student on a budget, I definitely have most of mine from either IKEA or Amazon for sure. But my furniture is from mostly, like in my living room, is from a place called 5 Elements. They have really nice furniture, and then Haverty's has some nice furniture as well. But most other things came from Amazon or IKEA in my whole apartment, not just decoration. There it is. I don't know if you guys can hear it over the music that I put in the live stream, but I'm really glad I'm not trying to go to sleep right now, because that would be annoying. Okay, so let's see here. What food is delicious but a pain to eat? Oh man. I would have to say any type of seed, first of all, because that's really annoying. Let's see here. I definitely would say pomegranates. I like pomegranates, and if you crack open a pomegranate and have to get the seeds out, like, it's super annoying to do with that as well. I guess maybe more inconvenient. Foods that are inconvenient to eat, but taste really good. On the occasion that I might be sick and eat a cupcake or something like that, because I'm not big on sweets, I hate biting into a cupcake or something like that and getting frosting all over my face. It's so annoying with however high they stack whatever they put on top. So I typically like to do like the sandwich thing where you break the cupcake off and you smack it on top like that. I'm just going to finish my yogurt. If I could get one new subscriber tonight, that would be an accomplishment for me. I just got a crazy idea, which probably wouldn't work anyway, but it would be interesting nonetheless. Because what if, to get subscribers, you left it into the hands of your viewers and you have to stay on live stream until you reach a certain number of subs, which doesn't sound novel, I understand, but let me get to it. What I'm thinking is that you could do, start it off small, like one person, get one subscriber, I log off after one subscriber. So maybe I should just like say annoying crap that people don't want to hear. That way they have to make me shut up. You know, but that or, and then gradually increase it, right? So then the next time I do a live stream, try to do 2 subscribers, and I stay live until I get 2 subscribers, no matter what. However long it takes. If I have to sleep with my camera on, I will do it. I will just make sure I put an overlay where you can't see anything, and I'll say be right back, even though it's going to be like be right back in 6 or 7 hours. It's probably one of the most pointless, oh my goodness, I just got that all over my screen. One of the most pointless videos I have ever done, probably ever, in the history of my YouTube career, which is saying something because I've been a YouTuber for not even a year. So I'm just going to keep talking to myself, keeping it live like 2020 has been. 2020's been a magical year, you guys. It's been the most awesome year of my life. I can't even tell you how wonderful 2020 has been. Just gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep doing this. Let's chat. I'm gonna change it and put let's chat, not logging off until I reach I don't know. What should I put? How should I title this? Live stream updates. Chat. Not doing so hot. Say hello. Sub for a cookie. I'm gonna put that. Subscribe for a cookie. Let's see. Let's see if just adding that on my title is gonna help me get people to wanna get a cookie. Who knows? I'll give them a virtual cookie. I'm being dead serious too. People don't believe me. Then they're just gonna think I'm a whiny person trying to get subscribers, but I don't really care. I'm just living my best life. I have no friends whatsoever. Just hanging out by myself. I can literally talk by myself. It's a problem. It's definitely a problem. But a good problem, I guess you could say. At least I can entertain myself. I don't need other people, but it's always better to have other people, at least. So I need to find a game, but I need to figure out how I can share my screen on my live stream, because if I can figure that out, then we just gonna be gaming. We gonna be gaming. I'm just kind of like, I should be doing something. I think it would be a little more appropriate for people to want to watch. So I think that's going to be the next step in my live streams, is just to be playing something to keep it a little like interactive, something to watch while I still just talk about nothing. Because I feel like people would be more inclined to watch if I do that. So I just need to find something that I can add to. I've been getting weird sounds tonight. It's kind of freaking me out. Did you guys just hear that? That was a hard thump. I'm like legitimately concerned because I've been hearing some really strange sounds tonight. Good news is that live band across the way over there has stopped playing, thank goodness, because it was awful. So it's not as loud and obnoxious. Hello, if you are joining the chat room. My name is Matthew and I make mediocre content, so it's nice to have you in here. This is just my second live stream, so been chatting with people off and on as they pop in, so feel free to say hello. Love meeting new people, and you know, if you subscribe, I'll give you a cookie, and I'm not joking, I will give you a virtual cookie, if it works correctly, but I will try to give you a virtual cookie. Let's see here. I'm just going through some questions, and you can feel free to join if you'd like. So the next question that I have: who was your craziest, most interesting teacher? I'm gonna kind of venture all the way back to high school, 9th grade, which was a very long time ago. And I will never forget my honors English teacher, Miss Galt, because she would, like I'm doing right now, talk to herself all the time. But the thing is she would talk to her computer, which I guess technically I'm doing too. As long as there is one person watching, I guess I'm not, but she would tap on the computer screen and like talk to her computer and interact with it. I will never forget. And she always wore these black, like if you have surgery on your eyes, she would always wear those huge black sunglasses. And she had surgery, but she never stopped wearing them like months down the road when she didn't need to wear them anymore. She just always wore them. And so she just looked like this crazy person with these huge black sunglasses on, talking to herself all the time. I'll never forget her, but she was so nice and funny and entertaining. She made the class wonderful. I don't know if any of you guys have any crazy teachers, but I'd love to hear some crazy things that you've seen teachers do even. What old person things do you do? I mean, I would say I stay in a lot, but I feel like that's everybody right now given the pandemic, so thinking of something else to put for that would be challenging. So I'm trying to think of what other old person thing I do. I don't go out as often, but it's asking something I do, not something I don't do anymore. I mean, I adult. I have my own apartment. I'm very independent. Don't do very much, and that's pretty much it right now. That's all I can think of at the moment, but I'm sure something else will creep up. I still haven't forgotten that question about one of the like weirdest places I've been or whatever it was, but hopefully I can think of something for that soon too. Not sure. I'm not getting off this until I get some interaction with someone else. I am determined to meet someone new. I met some amazing people over in Australia the last time I streamed, and they were nice enough to come join me again. So I appreciate that. I think I'm gonna have to figure out something a little different for my live streams since I don't have very many people, you know, subscribed who want to participate right now, so I can't just do Q&As necessarily, but I would love to just chat with people in general, not necessarily have to do anything, you know, like playing something, but if that's what it takes to get people to come in, I'm willing to try that, at least temporarily. But I'm probably going to get off here soon. My friend Laura has not messaged me back either, and I asked her if she wanted to join in on the live stream, and so I was hoping that she would message me back, but she is probably busy right now because she has a life and I don't, so we shall see. I don't know why I'm in such a weird funk right now. I need to get out of it. Oh no, that band started again. Oh my goodness, it's so bad, you guys. I say you guys, and there's one person, and that's me in the stream. Literally my life. No one listening. I don't know why, like, suddenly my nose starts getting itchy whenever I live stream. This happened last time. It's not as bad as last time, but some weird stuff's going on, and I don't know why. Hello. I don't know if I'm going to say it right, but it looks like you just have John Doe, but the O and H are backwards. But hello. Welcome to my live stream of not much interaction right now, but I appreciate you stopping by. Just curious if you don't mind sharing how you came across my live stream. I'd appreciate it. I have a group of people from Australia who told me they just randomly were looking up live streams one day, and so they went to my first live stream last week and came back tonight for a little bit and went to lunch for a little while, so they're not in right now, but yeah, always love meeting new people and chatting with new people, so thanks for saying hello. I'm going through questions right now and just kind of answering through some random questions I found on the internet. So if you would like to participate, then go for it. I love interaction. If you just want to listen to me answer, then that's fine. But I love bouncing off conversation with people, so go for it if you have any questions or if you would like to answer as well. So let's see here. I was just getting ready. My next question is, What is the most amazing slow motion video that I've seen? That's a really hard question to answer because I feel like on all sorts of Instagram platforms there are so many slow motion videos to look out for now. But I would have to say one slow motion video that I've really enjoyed watching is a car being dropped from, I don't remember how many feet, but into this steel concrete pad, and that was really, really cool to see happen in slow motion. That, and I've also seen what was it? I remember these YouTubers dropping this, I don't remember how many tons ball, that is super heavy metal ball on top of like a refrigerator from a really high tower, and they did that in slow motion, and the refrigerator had all sorts of like paint in it, and so whenever it slapped down, the paint went everywhere, and that was a really cool slow motion video too. It's the first time I've ever had a question like that. I've never really prepped for an answer, so I apologize for that. So let's see here. The spiciest thing I've ever eaten, I mean, obviously a ghost pepper. I've had ghost pepper, and I love spicy, but man, I don't know if I would put myself through that pain again. We'll see. It was on chicken wings, so I feel like that's probably the spiciest thing I've ever had. I've always wanted to do the spicy noodle challenge on YouTube, but I feel like it's so overdone that I've never made a video for it. But I'm kind of like, why not just go ahead and hop on the train, because it's something I would enjoy anyway, so why not do it just because a lot of other people have done it. So that's something I might do soon with my friend Dalvin, who was in my most recent video upload. Let's see here. What's the most expensive thing you've broken? That would be my brother's brand new car, because I was overworking myself, and then I was doing Insanity. I don't know if you are familiar with that workout program, but I had just gotten my first job, and I was working over the summer, and I worked 45 minutes away from home, sometimes an hour depending on traffic. And so I was getting up, I worked at a brand new restaurant that had just opened up, and I would get up at like 5 in the morning and then not get home until about 1:30 the next morning, but I'd get up and do my Insanity workout before work too. So I mean, I was exhausted. So I think you know where this is going. That night, one night I was going home, and I was just like 5 minutes away from home, and I fell asleep at the wheel of my brother's brand new car, and I ended up flipping it end over end because I went off and hit this concrete culvert, and flipped end over end and caught on fire. So that was a really bad car accident for me. I am very blessed and fortunate I was wearing my seatbelt, because I woke up in mid-air flipping in a car, so that was very, very traumatic and scary to wake up that way. Hello ABC, thanks for joining. I'm just telling about a very traumatic experience that I had in my life because I had just asked a question about the most expensive thing I've broken, and that was my brother's brand new car. But the joke was, because I came out of it with such few injuries, the nice thing was that I was asleep when the impact happened, so I didn't have a chance to tense up. So I didn't need any pain medication. I wasn't sore. The only thing I had was a bruise up here from the seatbelt, and then I had a couple of, some scrapes, but I had a small spleen laceration, and other than that, everything was fine though. And so the joke became, because my brother went upside down on his loan to pay for the car, since I wrecked it, Gap Insurance paid off the car, so he ended up not having to pay as much for the car as he was supposed to. So it ended up working out for everyone's benefit, I guess, or not really mine, but I don't advise working yourself to death. Take care of yourselves. You need sleep. Let's see here. So, what obstacles would be included in the world's most amazing obstacle course? That is an interesting question. I honestly have no clue how I would answer that right off the bat. It's not something I have a prepped answer for, like what's your favorite music. Do you guys have any ideas like what obstacles would be included in the world's most amazing obstacle course? I've never actually, I won't say never, I think I've done a couple of obstacle courses when I was more like a kid, but I've not done any great ones. I've thought about doing the Tough Mudders. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those. I have a friend who's done those types of things. But yeah, I don't know. Obstacle course. Things that could be beneficial. I'm bombing this question. I am so sorry. I'm going to the next question. What makes you roll your eyes every time you hear it? Oh my goodness. So I actually did this earlier today. I had a friend who was telling me about his ex, and they ended up meeting up and everything, and I think what gets me is how much I hear my friends talk so badly or poorly about their exes, and then they end up meeting with them, and I totally, once I hear that they talk to them or answer them, I always roll my eyes, and I can't help it. It's just a reaction, because I'm like, based on how badly they treated you, I'm just kind of like, why would you give them the time of day? It doesn't make any sense to me. So, you know, it is what it is, but that happened to me earlier today, and I don't know why you would give someone who did something so badly to you that attention. So the next question that I have on the list: what do you think you are much better at than you actually are? Well, it's certainly not YouTube. I don't know. Let's see here. Realistically, something that I think I'm much better at than I actually am. Let's see here. I would have to say probably I can't think of something right now. I have imposter syndrome for like everything, so it's kind of like I don't feel like I'm good at anything. Let's see here. So I guess I could say anything, right? Because it's saying if you think you're good at something but not. I'm trying to think. Oh, my friend Laura is going to join the live stream here in just a few minutes, so that'll be exciting. Let's see here. If you guys weren't in my last live stream, she's one of my best friends, and she was just kind of chatting things up with me, especially in moments where it's a little more dead and we don't have as many viewers, so it's like still a little bit more activity. And I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for my live streams, but this is just my second one, so I appreciate any support, and just you stopping by means a lot to me. I have met some really great people from this, even just from last week to this week, and so that's why I started YouTube not even quite a year ago, but I started YouTube, and it was to meet new people, because I've not had the best time meeting people in a new location I have recently moved to in Austin, Texas, so it's just kind of a way for me to have an outlet to really get to be myself, and I feel like I'm more myself on camera, which is weird, because when I'm at home by myself doing these videos that I upload to my channel and actually edit as opposed to live stream, I was just talking to someone about this earlier today, I just feel like more free, and I feel like I'm not being judged as much, and so it's just kind of a nice safe space that I want for everyone who's a part of my community and my channel, to be able to, you know, talk about anything, do anything. So it's just very important to me. But anyways, I'm not gonna get on that soapbox, but yeah, I appreciate any and everyone who stops by. But I'm just messaging my friend really quick so we can get this thing going. She's going to join on Skype, so you guys will get to hear her voice, and so it'll be multiple people going on at the same time, which will be great. Okay, let me open up my Skype and we're going to get this thing going. let's pull up our chat. Okay, and we are getting set. Man, that was bright. That was really bright. Okay, let's see here. Do I have anyone in the live stream right now? If you're listening, say hello. Feel free to say hello. If you've already said hello, then I'm sorry. But yeah, I am just trying to get my friend ready to go, so I apologize for that. I don't know why I'm apologizing for so many things. You'd think I'm from like the Midwest or something. I'm sorry for breathing, you know, I'm so sorry. No offense to Midwesterners, I have a lot of best friends, great friends from the Midwest, which is why I make that joke, because they apologize for literally everything that they do, and that's been me tonight for some reason, and I don't know why. Let's see here. What question was I on? What was the last photo I took? Okay, let's see. Last photo I took in my phone. Oh yeah, it's actually on my Instagram story. So it doesn't have the fun graphics I added to it, but the last photo I took, I don't know if it's going to show it up really well on here, but it's just a candle with a glass of wine and a bubble bath in the background because I treated myself tonight before I started this live stream, and it was absolutely glorious. So that happened. And next question is, let me see here. Why is it not pulling up? There we go. Should kidneys be able to be bought and sold? That is a... We are not on the dark web right now. I don't believe they should be bought and sold, no. I think that's kind of a stupid question. I don't understand where that's coming from. But obviously, if they were just bought and sold, then, I mean, healthcare would be very biased towards people with money, which I don't agree with, and I'm out by myself again. Oh. I think it's just because it's a Monday night. And I did ask them though, like how they came across my video, because I think I remember talking to you about that. Like I should have asked them. And Bailey, let me see in the chat. Where did he put it? Dang it, I can't find it now. It was something like he just randomly, oh there it is. He searched up random live stream and filtered it to live videos.
Okay.
And that's how he found me.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well that's nice.
So you're showing up in the searches. Like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well that's pretty neat. I wonder like if it was just the timing or what, but it's like I'll take it, whatever. But yeah, I mean it was interesting to hear that. I'm always curious to see how people come across my videos.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I remember one time I was at this like conference thing, like playing, and it was kind of like a collaboration with two people who were speaking, and I was subbed to one of the guys' YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I told him, yeah, I think I'm subbed to your YouTube channel. He was like, oh my goodness, someone who doesn't know me is subscribed. This is incredible. Like, what do you want? It was funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice, like, to, I guess, like, talk to people who you don't know, who actually want to talk to you. Yeah, one thing I was talking about earlier in my live stream was, like, I don't remember the question. I was going through questions, and I remember, like, one of them being, my answer being, I don't like people in my life who only reach out whenever things are bad. Because it's kind of like you're only wanting to talk to me whenever you need me, like to make you feel better, you know, and that just doesn't sit right with me. Because then it's just like they're always negative, right? Because if the only time you hear from them is when they're complaining about something and need help, then it's kind of like, kind of wears on you after a while, you know?
Yeah.
But I had my first master class today that I taught. So
Nice.
that was interesting. I think I did terrible, but it was just hard.
Sure it was.
It was hard because I gotta get used to looking up at this as opposed to down. I need a good place to put it. And honestly, I wonder if, oh, I gotta fix that. I wonder if I just do this. That way I don't have to, like, try so hard to be in the frame, but I gotta fix my light. The kids, I think it's just like one or two of them are from last year, so I only know, well, I mean, first of all, today only had 3 students in it, which was fine, but also it's just kind of like, I need you guys to interact some, because in the future lessons I have planned, if you're not even going to talk, we're going to have some issues, because I need you guys to participate. You're going to have
Maybe you need to
play.
do some sort of like breaking the ice, or like letting them get to know each other and you a little bit first.
I tried that. I'm going to try something again tomorrow, a little differently. But yeah, I even started off with like, let's introduce ourselves, and I had an icebreaker question and everything, and they would not turn their mics on. And none of them had their video on at that point either. Thankfully, the band director logged on and just to check in to see things, and she was like, everyone turn on your video right now. And like she was like making them participate, but one of them ended up turning the video on and another one had an issue with it. But it's just kind of like, yeah, like tomorrow already I need you guys to be able to play, because we're going to work on reads. So it's like, if you're not going to talk, then I know for sure you're going to be bashful and not want to play in front of me. So it's kind of like, we're going to have to get over that for the next couple of weeks, because you guys got to participate, or music is very involved. I can sit there and lecture to you, but I just, especially for that age group, I feel like they're not going to retain unless I get them to do it with me in some way. So
are these all new students? Like, there's no one who you've worked with before?
No, they're not all new. Natalia and I think Jorge, for some reason, I think something happened last year, because the name is familiar. I know that there was a Jorge in the clarinet section, but I think something happened. But yeah, like 2 of the 3 were old students. Only one was, and the only one that was talking was the freshman, which was so funny.
That's weird.
Yeah, I was like, you guys are not like inviting him very well into the group.
Yeah.
So I don't know, something we're gonna have to get over. But today's was kind of boring, and I felt bad. I tried to make it at least somewhat exciting, but it was just like focusing on maintenance and taking care of your instrument, how to put it together correctly, and why we do what we do. Cleaning it and things of that nature. The band director wanted all of us to cover that. So yeah, I know it's not the most exciting stuff, but I try to keep it interesting. I don't know, it's just new for me. I've not had to do master classes. It's a completely different ball game than private lessons, because it's not as much playing and correcting, at least not for these that I'm doing, because they don't have music that they're necessarily working on or anything. So it's just kind of me talking a lot.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been a day. It has been a day. Or a week, really, actually. More like a week. Did I tell you?
How about like a year?
Well, yeah, that too. Hashtag 2020. Oh, man. Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I got stood up this past week.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I think, is this the one you told me about? Where...
Okay, I thought I had told you, but I wasn't sure. But yes. Yeah. Yes. And I'm still, like, so upset about that. Like, I'm mad that someone would be that, like... It irks me that people are just that rude. I don't get it. Like, if you didn't want to meet up, just tell me. Like, don't just wimp out and block me. But it's just frustrating. It's why I made a YouTube in the first place. Meeting people here has just not been great. I've not met very many great people here. It's kind of sad, but I am making it through the best I can, anyway.
Yep. I enjoyed your video that went up today. It was fun.
Oh, the most likely thing?
Yeah.
Thanks.
It was funny.
Yeah.
I had fun.
I had fun. So that's Dalvin, clearly, but yeah, he's really a really great guy. I have always enjoyed having him in my life since he got started, or since we met. It was so funny though, because I didn't think of it in the video, but when I was editing that video, doing, what was it? I forgot the question, which more likely question it was, but the first time I met Dalvin, he spilled coffee all over himself, so I was like, oh, it was the most embarrassing thing, who would be more likely to do something embarrassing in front of their crush? I don't know if you remember that question, but I chose Dally because I was like, the first time we met was a date, and you literally poked a straw in your boba coffee and it exploded all over you. I wish I had thought of that in the moment to say that in the video, because it would have been way funnier, but yeah, it's just like, that was my first impression of him, so it was great.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. Welcome to the live stream. Just chatting with one of my friends. But I will never forget that, though. It's one way to really have a memorable date with someone. But yeah, he's actually, I think, gonna get married soon. I'm not sure, though.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep. He wants me to be in his wedding, so we'll see. I mean, I want to, but we'll see like when that happens.
Yeah.
Don't know if that came across the right way. Oh man. I'm like getting crazier tonight. One of these questions with the stream, like the viewers, was should kidneys be able to be bought and sold?
What?
I was like, no, because like healthcare would be so biased then, where only the rich get the help. Like, how crazy of a healthcare system would that be if you could just buy organs? Although it wouldn't surprise me at this point. 2020 has been wonderful so far. But
Wonderful.
yeah.
Yep.
What's your cure for hiccups?
For me, just like wait until they go away.
Right?
I don't know. It's not much of a cure.
It's always the worst whenever you get them when you're playing, especially like a wind instrument, just because it's
yeah,
like you literally can't play. I had the hiccups, I feel like, one time when I was performing in a concert. I can't remember though, but it's definitely happened to me. I don't really have a cure though either. Like, the common ones are like what? To be frightened, to stand on your head. I don't remember all. I think there's one where like you eat or drink something and it's supposed to help suppress them. I feel so bad for those people who have that condition where they constantly hiccup. I would not want to be. Yeah, I would not want to be in that situation at all. I'm just gonna like put random letters in the chat, and maybe that'll stimulate some.
Okay.
I'm in a weird mood right now. I'm just kind of like, let's just, mess up some stuff. And I'm out of tea too. I found this wonderful mint green tea, which is delicious.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really good. And I've been sipping on it like nobody's business. Is it bad that whenever I read this question, it's like, what invention doesn't get, and then I automatically think of Bach inventions? Like,
That's a little bad.
oh man, what invention doesn't get a lot of love but has greatly improved the world? I feel like that's a pretty good question. I'm gonna say cups.
Okay.
For iced coffee, specifically.
Iced coffee cups. Okay.
Yeah, because it's like, if we didn't have cups, how would we drink our drinks? You know?
Probably out of like some sort of flask. Or
I feel like
bottle.
that still qualifies as a cup. It's something that you put liquid in to drink out of.
Okay. Sure. I don't know if you. I don't know anyone who has ever put iced coffee or iced coffee in a bottle or a flask, but.
Well, it doesn't have to. Okay, it doesn't have to be specifically iced coffee.
Okay.
Just drinks in general, but I'm just saying, for me personally, I deeply appreciate cups for iced coffee because that's what I typically have in my cups.
Fair enough. I don't know for this one.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something that's very underappreciated. That's why I just thought of the most random thing that came to mind first. I don't know.
The thing that you happen to have on your desk because you were drinking out of it.
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, pencils are pretty amazing too, and you know,
Yeah.
people don't go around saying I heart pencils. So,
Yeah. I think
one thing,
scissors are cool.
scissors.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go with office
Looking at
supplies.
Random things that are on my desk.
Oh man, now, I was thinking about it earlier today. It's interesting because ever since the pandemic, for some reason, like with all my meetings, I now use paper and pencil to write down stuff. Like I usually keep notes on my computer, but I've gotten to this like habit of where I like to just write everything down. And I don't know why, but it's just something I've noticed since the beginning before the pandemic to now, that I've gradually just been keeping more and more notes on my desk as opposed to writing it in the notes app on my MacBook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about, but I'm doing it.
Time.
Yeah, I honestly think it is. I'm tired of having everything stay on my computer, you know? Like, I'm tired of using my
Yeah.
computer for literally everything all the time, and it's just kind of frustrating. I don't like how much I'm on the computer all the time. And I say that as I'm live streaming. But, you know, like for work and stuff too, right? Oh, hey,
Yeah,
Daniel.
Everything is on the computer.
But yeah, everything's on the computer. Oh wow, I butchered your name. I took my glasses off to be fair, even though I can still read it fine, but I'm gonna use that as my excuse.
The Lara.
Oh gosh.
It's better to shorthand it, then you can say Lara.
Yeah, I miss saying Lyra. What's the most interesting building you've ever seen or been in? Most interesting.
I mean, like the City Opera House was cool. But I don't know if it's the most interesting.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know, like most interesting building. Ooh. It's not a very exciting question, I feel like. I would say for me, the first thing that came to mind was when I went to Los Angeles, and it was at the top of that, the Citibank building, or whatever it is, US Bank. I don't remember which bank. But I went on that glass slide that went outside the building, and you can just look directly down. That was pretty cool. And then they, a couple of floors up, had a wonderful restaurant. That's the highest restaurant west of the Mississippi, and it was beautiful because it's like literally a panoramic of windows, so you can see all the way to the shoreline from downtown LA. It was amazing.
That does sound pretty cool.
Yeah, it was wonderful. I can't wait to go back to LA. I loved that place. Although I would never pay $60 an hour for parking in downtown. But
Goodness.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. Oh wow, the captions are like, I remember, oh well maybe I didn't there. Never mind, I might have said downtown LA, but I remember saying Los Angeles at some point, so I was thinking that the captions were automatically fixing that to LA. I
That
like,
would be cool, but
yeah, I like how well they're working though.
yeah.
But yeah, next question I guess that we're going to do. I'm just gonna keep doing questions. I was saying earlier, Laura, before you came in, that I need to figure out something. Like I need to figure out something to do on my live streams more specifically, just because I don't want it to always just be like a Q&A type thing. So I was thinking maybe I could have some type of game on that I'm playing, but still kind of talk about nothing, because at least that gives something for people to look at as opposed to having to watch me. Because I definitely, oh my gosh, I came in, I had left my YouTube running, and I went somewhere to do something really quick and came back home, and I have no idea how it got onto this random live stream, but they were playing Minecraft, and I have no idea what the heck this guy was saying, but it somehow got to his video, but he had literally thousands of viewers, but like no subscribers. And so it's like
That's weird.
just because he was playing Minecraft, you know, and so it's just like,
Yeah.
I think just having that, but my point was that he was playing Minecraft, but he was not talking anything about Minecraft. He was just like randomly talking about stuff. And so it's kind of like,
Yeah.
I think people just need something to watch as opposed to just watching the person themselves. At least in my position, since I don't have very many subscribers right now, it's kind of like something to keep them engaged in some way. Because I know with Twitch you can actually play games, but with YouTube I don't think it works, because I was trying to look up streaming games that you can do through OBS, and I think they all...
You totally can though, because I watch people on YouTube who stream Minecraft.
Well, yeah, no, I didn't mean games that way. I meant like interactive games.
Oh.
Like game
Okay.
shows and things like that, where you spin a wheel and you have people play and stuff like that. It's all digital. It's a digital game that people can participate in. And I know with Twitch you can do
Okay.
stuff like that, but with the YouTube, I don't think it has the capabilities for those widgets and tools to be used. Oh, you already asked him. I'm curious though, Daniel, are the captions working well for you? I'm gonna see what he thinks about these. Hopefully they work well. But if not, then we can still put the questions in the chat if you want to participate in the questions, or if you just want to watch, that's fine too. What mythical creature do you wish actually existed?
I think we had this question last time.
Did we?
Or was it what mythical creature do you want to be? I don't know. I remember a question about mythical creatures though.
Oh. Let's do a different one.
It's still a good question. It's still good.
I don't remember having it. Because I don't know what my answer would have been. What mythical creature do you wish actually existed? Lots of silence.
Yeah.
I don't know very many mythical creatures, so I don't even know how I could answer it. I guess dragons would be pretty cool.
They would, for sure. Yeah.
As long as I could control them and be the mother of dragons.
I was thinking more like How to Train Your Dragon.
I was thinking Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I know. This is the difference between us.
Speaking of which, I should totally rewatch it. What's... Dragons would definitely be awesome. Oh, Sean returned. Hey, Sean. I love seeing regulars on my live stream. It makes me very happy. On my whole entire second live stream. If you're here by my 100th live stream, then we'll chat.
I still can't think of...
That's okay. That's a bad question anyway.
I don't think it's that bad.
I mean...
It's just, I can't think of any.
That's the thing, like, I'm not...
That would actually benefit me, you know?
Yeah, I'm not very familiar with mythical creatures, very many of them. I know unicorn, Loch Ness Monster, I guess you could say an alien. I don't know, like, it's bizarre. That's bizarre. I did have a question earlier that was asking about, do you think aliens exist or something? So that was interesting, because the logical part of me, I don't know, I hate that the live stream is like opposite. So when I try to fix my hat when it's crooked, I just make it way more crooked. It's so annoying. But it's kind of like, you know, with billions of planets, my logical side of me says statistically it's not possible that we would be the only living organisms, but I don't know. It's just a weird question to me to answer. Anyway, I don't know. I don't want to go down
a centaur.
Oh, a centaur.
Yeah, a centaur would be really cool.
Percy Jackson. I should have thought of that route. I should have gone down that road.
Okay.
Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, because there are a lot of like mythical creatures in that.
Yeah. I was thinking Narnia, because...
Yeah, Narnia is a great one. But yeah, Daniel said he was unicorn. Unicorn's always like one of the first things that comes to my mind too. Yeah, Minotaur. Oh man. Centaur. What are your most important rules when going on a date?
Oh.
Laura, you have all of this experience. Let us know what your rules are.
So much experience. Try to be nice and friendly. I don't know. Like.
No, I think that's very important. I think it's important to never be super judgmental. Your first date, especially when you first meet someone, like, don't make snap judgments. Don't make assumptions. You know, ask. If you're not sure, just ask. Like, that's the point of a first date, is to get to know someone better. So, I would definitely kind of piggyback off that and say that for myself. Look nice. Sean says look nice. Yeah, definitely. You want to present yourself. Don't want to look like me right now. I like treated myself tonight and made a bubble bath and like lit a candle and had a little bitty glass of wine, and my hair was looking pretty good, and then after that it just was like a hot mess. So I was like, I am not going through trying to fix this mop at all. So I just put a hat on tonight. I was like, not doing it. Because now I gotta like try to be a little more presentable since I'm teaching the next couple of weeks. But yeah, looking nice is a very important one for sure.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest like pre-date thing that you have to worry about.
Yeah, definitely.
Aside from being on time, I think being on time is also important.
Yeah, being on time, I would have to say I agree with that as well, although I think I have been kind of late on first dates before.
I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but like, I think it does help with just like showing that you're a responsible person. Like, if you can be on time most of the time, then that's a good thing.
I don't know, I'd rather be fashionably late.
Okay, well, I'm not fashionable, so
I'm just kidding.
I don't have to worry about that.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I try to be on time. Let's see here. The next question was, how do you judge a person? Speaking of which.
Okay. By whether they're on time or not.
I judge a person. I judge a person, I feel like, by, or most harshly, by seeing if what they say matches up with what they do. And if it doesn't, then I definitely hardcore judge you. Just throwing that out there. If I start to see that your actions don't line up with what you're saying, I will either call you out on it, or I will call you out on it. So, yeah, I'm not big on that. I definitely don't appreciate people who say one thing and then do the opposite.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Sean Harper equals Harpy.
Nice.
I don't get it.
Well, it's because Sean had mentioned Harpy as a mythical creature.
Oh, I missed that at the top. It's like at the top of my screen. Or the box. Okay. I'm following now. I'm out of it. I'm really out of it. Let's see. If someone narrated your life, who would you want to be the narrator?
Oh goodness, this is the worst question for me because I don't know.
I agree. Let's just skip that. We're just gonna skip that question.
Okay.
What's the most unsettling film you've seen?
This is a really good question for you and a really terrible question for me because,
I mean, it's tough because I'm sure there are a lot that I could think of if I wanted to take the time to think of something clever to say, but I would definitely, the one that comes to mind is one of the most recent that I watched, and it's actually in my YouTube video about the movies that I've watched during quarantine, and it was called The Lodge, and that was super crazy because what it is, and if you're watching and you've not seen it and want to see it, then don't listen to me right now, but essentially what it is you have these kids, their parents just split up, the dad wants to get remarried but the papers haven't been signed, so he asks their mom to do it, and then she ends up, because she wanted to see if things could maybe work, and she saw, because he's getting remarried, that they're not going to, so she goes home and shoots herself in the head. And so now the kids resent the new stepmom because they feel like she killed their mom directly. So they go to this lodge for a weekend trip, and the dad has to leave to go do something for work for a couple of days, so she watches them. So you automatically know that this is not good. The two kids who hate her are with her. She's on psychotic prescriptions because she was in this religious cult where everyone committed suicide and she survived. And then, so she's unstable, they take her pills away from her, and essentially it leads to making her believe that they're all dead. These kids plot against her and make her believe that all three of them have died. And so what happens is at the very end, the dad comes back and she shoots the dad and kills him because she thinks that they're all dead anyway. And then the movie ends with a gun on the table with 2 bullets left in it with the 3 of them. So, and that's how it ends. And that just made me so crazy, and it's just gave me such an unsettling feeling with that. But yeah, that movie, absolutely, it's weird. It's so crazy. But yeah, Daniel was saying it was a rhyme. So he was just rhyming Harper, Harpy. Sean narrates his own life. Yeah, that'd be great. I would be a boring narrator of my own life, I feel like. So I'm sorry it took me a while to get through your comments. I got on a soapbox. But yeah, I don't know who I would have narrate my life. that question I just cannot answer very well. Okay, Daniel narrates himself. Hey Patty, how's it going? Glad you decided to come back. A lot of talking about absolutely nothing. Okay, let's see here. I am like, what unethical experiment would have the biggest positive impact on society as a whole?
Unethical.
Yeah, unethical.
Oh goodness.
That's too deep of a question right now.
I mean, like with the present situation, if there were some way to like speed up the COVID vaccine without like having to wait so long for testing and trials and stuff,
right,
that would sure change things.
Potentially killing everyone. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to get on another soapbox, and I won't. I'll try not to, so I probably will. But I recently, what was the movie? I recently just watched a movie where it was about this virus that was killing everyone, and they came up with a vaccine for it, so they thought, but they actually ended up, they created this like utopian society, and the people who created the vaccine ended up finding out after the fact that the 2 million people, or I don't remember how many, that they were able to save of the world's population became sterile. So they couldn't reproduce anymore, and so they hid it for generations, like 400 years. What they did was they would clone the DNA and kill off the person and reuse that person's DNA so they could be born again. So it was like rebirthing the same people over and over to different families. It was bizarre. But yeah, it was absolutely crazy. I don't know why I brought that up. I probably shouldn't have, but I've watched a lot of weird movies lately. I watched the movie The Dinner Party last night, and that movie was absolutely insane too. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me lately with my movie choices.
It's the isolation. It's getting to you.
Yeah, I really think the isolation is getting to me. I mean, I'm live streaming. Like, that's not me. Who is this person? When was the last time you were snooping and found something you wished you hadn't?
I don't snoop, so like that's never happened to me, I think. Yeah.
Well, that's not the same story for me. Oh man. I remember snooping, but I didn't find something necessarily. No, I can think of a few times in my previous relationships where I snooped and found something. I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah, I pretty much just learned, trust your gut, because every time I've trusted my gut, it's like whenever I snoop, my gut is the truth. Like, if I feel it and I snoop and I'll find it, and my gut's never been wrong with that. So I've just learned, if my gut's feeling it, more than likely it's happening, and I don't need to snoop to find out. Just go ahead and trust your gut. But yeah, I've had some run-ins with relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a comment on, I guess, another video I commented on. That's actually not true. Someone just commented, so I've been, I've come to find an MP3 converter, so you can actually, if you use non-copyrighted music in your YouTube videos, you can take YouTube videos with non-copyright music and just put the link in and then download the audio, which is a really quick and easy way to get the audio. And someone commented on one of these videos that she screen records the videos to get the audio, and I'm like, you literally have to play the video for the length, like for the full recording to get the song. And so I commented and sent her the link of like the website I used to convert it, and someone is commenting on the video, on my comment, saying I screen record and it's much faster. And I'm like, I'm not gonna reply, at least not right now, but it's like, how's it faster if you have a 1 hour video and you literally have to wait an hour to screen record it, as opposed to putting the link in a converter and waiting a minute and then downloading it? So, I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. I used to screen record whenever I first started making YouTube videos. That's how I got my audio also. But yeah, you gotta keep promoting, progressing. John Cena. What? A good movie to watch on Netflix. I don't have Netflix, but I can give you a TV show recommendation if you would be up for that, because I know that the TV show is on Netflix, and that is called Hannibal. I think that is a wonderful, well, it's a very shocking TV show if you're not used to that type of stuff. But Hannibal is a great movie, or TV show. See, I'm struggling hardcore tonight. I can't talk, and I don't know why or what's wrong with me. So, it's like, I'm sorry, Daniel, with your captions if they don't make sense, because I can't speak English right now. But yeah, Hannibal's a really great TV show on Netflix. I honestly don't know Netflix movies, though. I have Prime Video. I could give you movies on Prime. But, let's see here. Recent movies I've seen, Archive was an okay movie. I liked Archive. I don't know if that's on Netflix or not. I think that's like a newer movie. But Archive, Knives Out. I think Knives Out is on Netflix.
I've heard really good things about that.
I love that movie. It is excellent. I know it's on Prime Video, so I mean, I feel like it should be on Netflix. If it's not, then that's weird. But yeah, I've tried watching a lot of movies. I'm just not sure which one is on Netflix though. Let's see here. So, I try. Let's see. I need to get a question. I'm glad you can understand my captions, Daniel, and that I'm making a lot of sense, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know, this person keeps commenting and they're like, it's faster than converting stuff. Actually, it's not.
Maybe there's some sort of trick they have that I can't understand what it might be, but eh.
I commented back. I put, it literally takes me 10 seconds to convert any video. So, my sassiness is coming in full force. I don't want to be mean though, because then they'll probably go on all my videos and give me dislikes. I did put LOL at the end of the sentence, and we all know that that means that we're joking, right? So, most overused thing in messaging.
But it's great.
Yeah. What are you interested in that most people aren't?
That's a very long list.
Oh, Laura. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think of things I'm interested in that people aren't. That a lot of people aren't. I mean, we like music theory, right?
Yep.
I'd say that's
Music
something
theory.
that's unpopular opinion. Yeah. That's about it. That's all I can think of right now. Clarinet things in general, I mean, I don't know. Sean, Daniel, Patty, if any of you are watching, what are some things that you guys enjoy that other people, most people probably don't? We need some unpopular things going on here. Clatworthy construction site, very interested in it. This Clatworthy stuff, I don't get it. I'm lost with it. I don't get it. Oh man. Why is it so hot in here tonight? Maybe it's the lights. I don't know what it is, but I'm like sweating. Just TMI. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm back. So, Daniel, the boys. I've heard of that. I've not seen it though. Sean, I can't relate with Sean.
Yeah, me neither. I'm interested in like weird random stuff. Like I like cross stitching. Lots of people love cross stitching, right?
Oh man. Oh goodness. Yeah, like this is why I don't have friends, because I'm interested in things that a lot of people aren't interested in.
Yep.
I'm in grad school, you know, which is not the most exciting thing to talk about. I mean, I do have a lot of things that obviously other people enjoy, but I feel like there's also a really nice balance of things that most people don't enjoy too. I love long walks, like getting out and walking. Like I'll just get outside and start walking, and I'll call someone and see if they answer and just chat, just keep walking, just to, you know, waste away time or whatever, get some exercise in. No agenda, just like this live stream. Have you seen the noise meme? No, I have not. Or is that voice?
Like I have. I don't know.
Is it noise?
Noise.
Noise?
Noise.
The noise paint? I'm gonna Google it. What is this? What the heck is this?
Nice.
What? What was that? And that has like over 675,000 views.
Wow.
I should make a meme like that then. Let's see if I can go viral. I do not have the IMDb app, but I do use it on my computer a good bit whenever I'm looking up movies. Oh man. This is great. Absolutely great. Okay. I still cannot get used to this streaming stuff. It's driving me nuts. Oh, so that wasn't the full video. Okay. I'm gonna have to pull it up. I'm curious. So apparently there is like a longer video. Oh, it's like, oh well, there's a the compilation. There's a meme compilation. With ads that I can't skip.
Ads are the worst.
I'm gonna mute it. I'm gonna watch this and see what this is all about. See if
We
it's
sit
worth
down
the
to
hype.
eat, and the potato's a bit hot. So I only put a little bit on my fork and I blow. Till it's cool, just cool, then into the mouth. Nice. And there's my brother, he's doing the same. Till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth.
What am I watching?
There's my mum. Nice.
What?
Into the mouth. Nice. But my dad, what does he do? He stuffs a great big chunk of potato into his mouth, and then that really does it. His eyes pop out. He claps his hands. He blows, he puffs, he yells, he bobs his head up like this, he's waiting down, he spits. Nice. The potato's really hot.
Oh my goodness.
I like how the captions are like taking that up to you, and then in the middle it's like, what am I watching?
I forgot about that. I'm sorry, Daniel. Okay, so it's called hot food till it's cool, just cool, then it's in the mouth. Okay, I will check out the real one now. It's not the meme. You guys are enlightening me. Some pop culture, I suppose. Let's see here. Hot food. Okay, so I have what I guess is, there are so many videos of this. Okay. There's a video that's 1 minute and 3 seconds long. Is this the correct video? Because it
Patty
says
says it's by the same guy.
it's hot food, but it says poem, the hypnotizer, kids poems and stories with Michael. I don't know if that's the right. It has 24 million views though, so I feel like it's probably. Yeah, okay, then this is the correct one, I think.
Hot food. We sit down to eat, and the potato's a bit hot. So I only put a little bit on my fork and I blow till it's cool, just cool, then into the mouth. Nice. And there's my brother, he's doing the same. Till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth. Nice. There's my mum, she's doing the same. Till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth. Nice.
He can do the
But my
pops
dad-
really well.
My dad, what does he do? He stuffs a great big chunk of potato into his mouth, and then that really does it. His eyes pop out. He flaps his hands. He blows, he puffs, he yells, he bobs his head up and down. He spits a potato all over his plate, and he turns to us and he goes, "Watch out, everybody. The potato's really hot."
That's so stupid. Oh man, there's the link for maybe if Daniel wants to check it out. That's what I was laughing at. Oh man, interesting. Oh man, yeah, that was like 12 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh man. Okay, so thank you guys for enlightening me to that experience. It was wonderful. I now know how to make my food not hot so I can eat it. Absolutely stellar. I'm hoping, I want to try, I've thought about doing a live stream challenge, because there's people who like live stream for, not necessarily like to stay on live stream and interact for 24 hours, but just having their live stream on for 24 hours. I feel like that would be a very interesting thing to do, while also being somewhat creepy, but
I mean, a lot of the people I watch do like 12-hour streams sometimes, and then maybe like a 24-hour stream once a month. Something like that.
yeah. But they're actually like sitting in front of the computer, right? And like
Yeah.
interacting and doing things.
Interacting, talking,
Yeah.
usually playing games.
Right,
Because
yeah.
I watch mostly gaming people.
So I need to find a game to play. Because
Yep.
I definitely would need to have something to do if I were to do a long stream like that. Oh man. Okay, let's see here. I forgot what I was doing for a moment.
Are we still answering questions?
I mean, for now, unless people want to change the topic or the subject. But I need to find a game to play, and I need to figure out how I can... It's like the next step of my streaming is trying to figure out how to share a screen and put that in. And I guess what I would do is like have the main frame be the game, and then I could just have like a little square of me in the corner or something.
Yeah. I think that's what most people usually do.
Yeah. So I'll have to figure that out. That's more work to do. Do I have a PC, PS4, or Xbox? I have a PS4. I don't have a PC. I just have a MacBook. But I love the jeans emoji though.
Nice.
That used to be my thing on Instagram. I had my name as Matthew and then the jeans emoji, but wasn't sure if people were getting that, because then random people who go to my page and don't know who I am are like, why is there a pair of pants? Oh, she's doing fine. Thanks for asking, Daniel. I'll see if she can come over here. Mia. Mia. Come here. She does not want to move. Come here. Good girl. Come here. She's been sleepy. Come here. Yeah. Uh-oh. We gotta turn around this way. She's very camera shy. She's always been. Well, no, she's not always been. She wasn't when she was a puppy. You gotta say hello. Yeah. Maybe I should live stream more with her. You know, just keep my dog in the frame. You wanna live stream for me? You wanna take my place? Yeah? No? She's a stinker. Oh, hey Bex, how are you? Oh, her name's Mia, Daniel. And she is an absolute handful because she has a lot of anxiety, and I have her registered as an emotional support animal, and she needs more support, I feel like, from me than the other way around, which is ironic, but no, it's been great, especially with the quarantine, to have someone in my apartment with me, so it's always nice. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Oh, really? Link is such a cute name. I love that name for a dog. How old is Link? Okay. She's like, can I get down now? I did my duty. Look at those eyebrows. We gotta get you groomed. Okay, you can go. I'm torturing you enough. Okay. Oh, man. But yeah, like, it's so much delay everywhere, because what's funny is, like, when you use Streamlabs OBS, I have it on my computer down here, like my MacBook, which is live time. And then I have my YouTube Studio live stream up here, which is lagged by like 30 seconds. But then also the chat over here is lagged with a different timing from the chat down here. So it's like two different chat timings, and they don't match up with the streaming, and so it's just like really weird for me to get used to, because I'm like looking all over the place, and then my camera is up here, which doesn't help because I'm like constantly looking at all my screens down here, so it's just a hot mess. I'm a hot mess right now. 7 months old. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. How long have you had him? I've had Mia since she was. I've had you since you were 6 weeks old, I think. Yeah, she was 6 weeks old when I got her. Because I got her in early February, and she was born on Christmas Day. So she was tiny too. She was smaller than my hand. It was crazy.
I'm so sad I never got to see her that small. I never met her when she was. Yeah, she was like almost the size before I finally met her.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Oh, thank you, Bex, for my setup. Yeah, you use OBS. Yeah, it's been a very large learning curve to get OBS. A mirror. I actually don't have a mirror. I need to get that. I could take down my webcam though. I don't mind doing that briefly. So let's see here. I will show you guys my desk. It is a really big mess though. And what's funny is I was actually like Googling things for live streams, And one of the things that was a suggestion was to show people my setup, and I didn't think people would actually be interested in that, so that's why I've never offered to do it. But I'm just gonna like take my webcam around here, so give me 1 second and I'll show you guys kind of what my setup is a little bit. So this is kind of what I'm looking at right now. I have my lighting over here. But yeah, so this is the live time. So that's what's keeping me straight, because as you can see up here, you guys still haven't, you just now got to see my screen. And so it's kind of crazy how much the lag time is with everything. But yeah, so I'm kind of like, I have my webcam sitting right here pretty much, so I can kind of see the chat, and then just trying to keep up with my transitions and everything from my Streamlabs on my MacBook down here. But relatively simple-ish. I mean, I have a nice gaming monitor, so I should use it for games. But yeah, I need to figure that out. But yeah, so that was a very quick tour of my streaming setup. And let's see here. Yeah, I think doing a tour, and even just like going through maybe tutorials for things, because that's one thing I found difficult, and always find difficult with YouTube in general, is like you can find anything. It is the second largest search engine in the world, but the thing is, like, finding the right video with someone who really is using the same types of things that you're using, because I'll tell you one thing, like, some of these people that give the tutorials don't really explain the background information really well. So like with Streamlabs, I didn't even know that there was an OBS and a Streamlabs OBS. So my first, I first made all of my like overlays and things like that in OBS, and then realized, oh, to do these cool features I want to do, I have to use Streamlabs OBS. And so that was actually really easy though, because if you download Streamlabs OBS, then it automatically kind of syncs to your OBS, so you don't have to like import anything. It just kind of is already there, which was really nice. But some tutorials were in Streamlabs OBS, even though they didn't advertise it as such. So I was like, why do I not have these features? And then I'd go down this rabbit hole of trying to figure out what I'm doing. And it was just simply because it was like Streamlabs OBS, not just OBS, which was annoying. But yes, Sean, I do love this monitor. I got this monitor for school because I write a lot of papers, and so I can have my data analysis over here, my literature review stuff on another side, and my paper in the center, so I can look at everything laid out. But yeah, it's heavy. It's a 50-pound monitor. Yeah, it's heavy. The hardest thing by far from like redoing my bedroom with everything. But thanks, Bex. Yeah, the lights are awesome. I decided from my stream last week that I could improve on the lighting a little bit, so I definitely have been playing around with that just to see how it works, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's a big improvement overall. Oh, bye, Bex. Hope you have a good night. Daniel, OBS is essentially just like a type of streaming software that you're able to link to your YouTube or your Twitch or whatever that you use to live stream with, and it's just a more complicit way to like have everything in one area that you want to use, and so I can see essentially everything that I have from my YouTube studio I have in OBS plus all the features, so it just makes it a lot easier to stream from OBS as opposed to YouTube. Because my first live stream was from just YouTube, and that's why it was literally just me and no overlays or frames or any of this fancy stuff that I've worked on the past week. So it kind of just gives it a little bit of a more professional look, I feel like. But okay. What's something people don't worry about but really should? I would say the coronavirus right now. It's a pretty easy question. Oh man, it just irks me. I was chatting earlier in the live stream, Laura, before you got here, and was telling people how I went out for a walk earlier today, and people were just outside without masks on, even though we have a mandate, like, to wear masks outdoors. It's just crazy.
It's really interesting to me how many people are willing to just break the rules.
Yeah.
And it's like it's very obvious when people break the rules now because they're going outside without a mask. Or they're wearing a mask under their nose or...
Yeah, I was at the grocery store. I definitely judged a woman working at the grocery store the other day because she was doing... What makes it even worse is that she was doing the curbside pickup. So she was doing online orders, so people... And she had her mask below her nose. And I was just like, looking at her, and I wanted to make it known that I was bothered that she was not wearing her mask really well. And so I was just like standing, waiting for her to move, because I was like, I don't want to go anywhere near you without your mask on. That just agitates me, because it's like these people are picking up their groceries from this person who's doing the shopping for them, and she's literally just like breathing all over all of it. And I get like she's touching it, whatever, too, but it's just like when you're in a position where you could easily spread something. I mean, just imagine, you know, you're shopping for 10 people, even just 10 people in your shift, and you might have something, and then it's like you're putting that all over their groceries that they're now taking home, and then there's no telling how many more people. So it's just like crazy in a position like that you would not even wear your mask correctly.
Yeah.
I don't know. It drove me nuts. But yeah. So let's see here. To answer your question, Daniel, I have to look it up. Open Broadcaster Software is what OBS stands for. I did not know that off the top of my head. But let's see here. There we go. So, what movie quotes do you use on a regular basis? All of Sisters, Bridesmaids, and Bad Moms. Like literally, I know the scripts to all of those movies from top to bottom, and I quote Sisters more often than I should. For sure. It's bad. It's a problem. I'm obsessed with that movie. I love it. I could watch it so many times and never get sick of it.
I don't think I've seen it.
I don't know if you'd like it, Laura.
Yeah. Actually, I know I haven't seen it, and I probably wouldn't like it, so yeah.
Actually, I mean, it's really not that... It's not crude. Like, it has a couple of moments, but it's pretty funny, though. Like, I have to say, I love that movie so much. I've mentioned it in this cast like 6 times already.
My goodness.
Thank you for the hello, Sean. I appreciate that. I'm gonna send you a digital cookie.
Ooh, I want a cookie. I didn't eat supper. So that was probably a bad idea.
I need to go ahead and send this. Well, I can't because, yeah. I guess it's only for private, unprivated accounts. Let's see here. Yeah. I know, I'm like waiting for a subscription because I've been wanting to try out my cookie icon thing that I made. You haven't seen it, Laura. I actually made a cookie thing for if someone does subscribe and I get the notification that I can actually give them a cookie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I mean, I could go ahead and pop it up now. It's just the three of us. We have Daniel in here. He can see the cookie. I think it's gonna work. If it doesn't, then this is a good time to test it, I guess. Let's see here. So let's pretend someone just subscribed. I'm gonna click this. So if we get a subscriber, and then, man, that is so delayed. But then, it should work. Let's see. I love it.
I'll see it later as well because I have the stream open, actually.
It's like, here's your cookie.
Nice.
Oh man. Actually, they do. Daniel, I already know they do because I tested that not on a live stream. They put asterisks, so they do censor bad words. Found that out. Actually, I wasn't, well, no, I actually was purposely saying them to see. I was thinking that was whenever I added it to my chat settings to block words or messages with words like that. But no, I did actually take the time out to test that because I was curious as well. Okay, I'm already up later than I said I'd be. Calling it quits at midnight. I gotta.
15 more minutes then?
Yep.
Okay.
50 minutes. Which means what's probably gonna happen is I'll get a wave of new people in right whenever I'm ending, like last time.
Yeah, probably like 5 minutes until you're about to end.
Yeah. Daniel got to see the cookie.
Yay.
Yeah. Because I was like, if I'm gonna advertise it, I'm sure I'll get like smart Alex who are like, where's my cookie? So I was like, well, I can give you a cookie, so
Yep.
there you go.
And you know that if you were watching a live stream, you would probably be the smart Alex.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, there was a question that I answered by myself. I answered a lot of these by myself. There was a large gap of time where I had no people on in the middle of this live stream. But I answered one question that was like, what if the world was just clones of you? And yeah, that was like one thing that I brought up was there would be chaos because of all of the sass and no decisions being made because there's too much arguing about who's right. For sure. It would be a serious problem. We don't need more Matthew Jameses in the world. What was cool when you were young but isn't cool now? I feel like there's so many things that you could come up with this. Flip phones. Flip phones.
Yep.
Braces.
Braces were cool.
Yeah, like where I'm from, like in Tennessee, if you had braces, you were a cool kid because it showed that your parents had money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not everyone got to have braces where I grew up. And I didn't have braces until high school, right around then. So, yeah. I feel like I could go on and on about this. Like, there's a ton of music, too, like Baha Men. ABBA, I love ABBA still, but I feel like most people wouldn't. Most kids nowadays would not appreciate that. Golden Girls. I love me some Golden Girls. Oh, I'm getting off. I'm getting off the main question. I don't know if Golden Girls was ever cool, but I think they're cool. I love them. I love Betty White. She's still ticking. Okay. That's very true. You don't want more Virgos on the planet. We make everything a lot more difficult. It's true. So true. Let me see here. Oh, okay, so it just popped up on that screen. I was like, what? That's why, like, it's confusing with the chats, because I have 3 chat windows, technically 4 if you count the one within the frame on this computer too. And so I just saw that there's a chat that popped up on your guys' end on the live stream, and then thought, oh, I gotta wait because it's gonna pop up over here soon. But no, it was the other way around. I'm a hot mess. It will get better though.
Yep.
Do you think that children born today will have better or worse lives than their parents?
Well, hopefully they won't have to go through a global pandemic.
Right. I was just
They're,
thinking
trying
that.
to look for jobs and stuff.
I
That's
was-
all fun.
Yeah, I was thinking something along those lines too. I was like, well, if they don't have to go through something like this, it's probably pretty great, you know?
Yeah.
And I was actually just like, what was it earlier? There was another question. Oh yeah, something like, what do you expect your kids to ask you about your life, like stories about your life? And I said definitely the pandemic. They're probably gonna ask how life was during that.
Yep.
Because I'm sure it's something that will come up in history. Especially by the time I have
thing is
kids.
that the year 2020 will be so easy for people to remember. It's
Yeah.
such a nice number to remember.
Yeah.
So we're making history easier for
Oh,
future
yeah.
students.
Definitely. Beat Arthur, yeah. Oh man, I am definitely Dorothy. Out of all the Golden Girls, that is me. I am a Dorothy, for sure. She's sassy and witty and down to earth. I love her to death. Laura, do you watch Golden Girls?
I've never seen it.
What? I bet you.
Why does this surprise you?
I bet you would like that show though.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I really think you would like that show. You have to watch it. I love Golden Girls and I love Gilmore Girls too.
I think I watched like an episode or 2 of that.
Okay, well that's
Probably
fine.
hanging out with you.
Yeah, I mean that's acceptable. That is. I don't know if it was from being with me though. Was it?
I feel like it must have been.
Maybe. I don't know. What's the funniest actual name you've heard of someone having? I have no clue. What was... It's not really funny, but I've known of someone who has the name Ladasha. Have you heard of anyone? But the thing that's crazy is that they actually spell it L-A-A. Legally, that is how they spell the name.
Okay.
Ladasha. It's so weird.
Yeah, wow. Didn't like Elon Musk named his son something ridiculous.
Wouldn't surprise me. Let me see. Elon.
I forget what it was, but it was like kind of an atrocity.
Oh. Yeah, I think I see what you're talking about.
Oh, another good one is Stephen King's son, who was named Joe. Get it?
Wait, what? Say that again?
Stephen King's son.
Joking.
Yep.
That's funny.
That would be such a terrible name to have in middle school.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've never heard of this. X, the unknown variable. The elven spelling of I. A-12, precursor to SR17. That is so weird. I feel so bad for that kid.
I think they might have had to change it or something. I don't know.
That is crazy. How do you pronounce it? Oh, there's a CNN video of him pronouncing his kid's name.
And then his wife had a different pronunciation.
That's terrible. So bad. Do I know the alphabet in ASL? I don't remember. I do not remember. I know I know A, B, C, D, E. What's F? I don't remember F. I don't remember G. H is something like this. I'm so sorry if I'm not doing it right. I, and then I think J, you kind of hook it in, and then K, L, L. I don't remember M. I can never remember like which finger like in the middle it goes in. And yeah, I don't remember a lot of them. I know R. Yeah. Or no, that's not R. Is it? I don't remember. No. That's sad. I used to. I did in 3rd grade. I knew my alphabet and I had a solo in an ASL. What was it? It was like some type of play that we did. We would do ASL. My teacher was big on us learning ASL, which I loved. And every year she'd make her class do like some type of thing to a song in front of the whole school. And we did the song, what is it? I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above, or something like that. And we had to do that song, and I had the solo part at the beginning where I had to help. I still remember my friend Tyler off the floor. He was playing an old man, and I like helped him off the floor because I was the angel. Oh, that's right. F is just that, isn't it? But yeah, I'm trying to remember how that went, because it was something like, I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. I don't remember though. Yeah, I used to know a decent amount as a kid. It's not true anymore. I can't seem to get over the hump with 7 people. I had maximum 7 last week, and then I had 7 again this week.
7 is not too bad for like the number of subscribers you have right now, and like, no, it's cool. It's cool that you're getting like almost into the double digits.
Yeah. But yeah, 9:30ish to 10:30 was the roughest part of my live stream.
Huh.
Yeah, it was big when it first started, the first 30 minutes, and then everyone went to lunch, and then it started climbing back up at 10:30 to now, and then it's kind of gone back down after an hour. Okay, anyway, I know that's not the most interesting things to talk about right now, but it is what it is.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's my going to bed alarm.
Oh yeah, it's midnight. I need to go to bed too. So, well, I mean, thank you, Laura, for spending your evening with me again on live stream. I appreciate it. It's always nice chatting with you. And thank you, Daniel, for making it to the end yet again of my live stream. I appreciate your support and for coming out, and I really hope the captions were much better experience for you and participating in my live stream tonight. And yeah, I think that's all there is to it. Hopefully I will try to figure out something to do in the future where I can play something or have something on the screen other than just myself, because I don't feel like I'm that entertaining anyway. But yeah, it's been great. Yeah, so we're all going to bed. Awesome, perfect timing. Okay, well, bye.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still.